Probably should move that chat box. Fun, you say? I'm starting to be worried already.
Father, I have arrived.
Go figure. Hold on. Sorry. Chat box is blocking something. Put it right there. Okay.
Just in time, Rubicon. Look at the water lilies in the pond. They were brought here from Memphis. This is a tribute from the governor of Memphis Province. The lilies were plucked 20 days ago from the banks of the Memphis River.
Okay, do you have to go into detail about how they were brought over?
The onset of the flowering season.
Okay.
It would be a waste to enjoy these flowers alone. So I have also extended invitations to others. General Sarvis resides. Are you acquainted with him?
Yes, I know him.
That voice.
Sarvis is a valiant general.
Knowing him is not enough, Rubicon. As my heir, you must remain well informed. Sarvis was recently promoted to the rank of youngest senator. It is imperative.
Understood, Father.
Well, that won't be necessary. He's already arrived.
Your Majesty.
Rise, Sarvis. Now, we await the arrival of High Priest Mirari. Sarvis, you have accomplished remarkable military triumphs on my behalf. I had promised that on the day of your senatorial promotion, you may select any... Have you made your decision?
By the grace of your Majesty.
Let's skip the formalities of the Senate. Choose your city, and I shall grant it to you. Leave the pleasantries and bureaucracy.
I desire a land as warm and inviting as your Majesty's garden.
While numerous warm lands lie within my dominion, only one city possesses a garden-like charm. Your discernment is commendable, for you have chosen a place even I find difficult to... Very well. Bellefontaine shall be yours. Tend to her with... Ah, here comes the High Priest as well.
Greatness be upon you, my lord. May your reign endure as long as the Tiberius River flows.
Indeed, at my age, divine favor...
Worry not,
I don't
Father.
like the Emperor's voice.
Your radiance shines
It sounds
as
weird.
brightly as the sun that illuminates the entirety of Japheth.
You've picked up the rhetoric of those eloquent... But have you ever seen a day when the...
I mean no disrespect, Father.
I know you do not. While your words are flattering, I no longer require badges, scepter, nor do my accomplishments necessitate statues. The Senate recently bestowed upon me the title of the Sacred One. Frequently, I have wondered what further achievements I can attain during my remaining time. My generals have conquered the entire civilized world known to us. My empire has transformed the Philistine Sea into an inland lake. In this regard,
I think it has a lot to do with him just bragging right now.
it was constructed of bricks. And when I pass it on to you, Rubicon, you mentioned the sun earlier, which brings something to mind. In his letter, he mentioned an ancient legend cherished by the people of Memphis. According to them, the conquerors hailed from a realm known as the Arsacid Empire.
That's actually the vibe I get Noiden. It's like he's not a character, but the way he's saying his lines does sound like a narrator. So it sounds weird. You think the Emperor sounds like AI?
Have you ever heard of that place?
I don't know.
To the best of my knowledge, the Arsacid Empire lies far to the east of our domain, inhabited by different people with a distinct culture. This region is situated near another sea.
The Memphian legend concerning the god of the sun appears to lack veracity. It is merely a deity concocted by simplistic individuals for their own peace of mind.
I understand your piety, Mirari. However, there have been countless gods worshipped in the land. Since the native people believe in those gods, it implies that those gods have favored them. And we, with that said, It is surprising to hear claims that gods walk the earth as tangible beings
I haven't heard
that can be
those,
captured
Rixie.
like treasure. Now, I find that interesting. Rubicon, if the god of the sun is truly there, bring it back to my throne.
Father, what should we do to the kings and lands of the Ars Acid Empire?
I desire the sun only. If they decline my request, destroy them all. Well, I have spent too much time discussing a tiny piece of land. Let us enjoy these splendid...
The Chinese version isn't even out. What do you mean? They have
Finally.
Chinese voice options.
This is the fabled tower that reaches the heavens.
Back in Javriel, I heard tales of it. The tales spoke of how the ancient people aspired to reach the heavens, and thus the tower was constructed. When its foundations were laid, the land was still known by its original name, Obed. I always believed it to be nothing more than fiction. I never imagined that the descendants of Obed continued to build upon it. The dreams of mankind are truly remarkable.
From the way you spoke just now, one would think that we didn't emerge victorious in our great conquest, General Sarvis.
High Priest, I am sure you can sense that even as conquerors, our splendor of victory pales in comparison.
Oh,
to
you
this
mean the
tower.
client? Oh, Majoka, I thought you were talking about the voice dialogue option.
We are facing something that cannot be conquered by force and will never bow to humans.
You speak the truth. It is not only blood and sword that invoke awe. It is the achievements built upon intangible foundations that endure.
Today, for the first time, the Japhethians bear witness to this marvel, and poets will compose new songs to commemorate this event.
This is our shared feat. Together, our names will be engraved on the next arch of triumph in Javriel.
That is weird.
But before your triumph, Your Highness, we have much to accomplish. What shall we do with the subjects of the Arsacid Empire?
They have surrendered, so I have ordered our troops to cease fighting and rest.
However, if the Arsacid Empire dares to resist, His Majesty's decree is to destroy it.
Father is the sun. And naturally, he does not concern himself with the insects scorched by his blazing light. But the people here are far away from Japheth. It is not their fault they are unaware of His Majesty's mighty name.
I understand your point, Your Highness. It has been said that we Japhethians are like a melting pot. There are 2 points behind that statement. First, we open our hearts and minds to all who are willing to submit. Second, if anyone is as stubborn as copper and iron, we will melt them with our fire until they become part of Japheth. Force and fear have been the best. I agree that those methods are hardly the most effective. If Your Highness allows, I will find gentler ways to integrate the Arsacid Empire into our fold. If we can make the soldiers abandon their weapons for good, they will no longer pose a threat to us, and we will not need to shed their blood.
The High Priest makes a valid
6.
point.
Where?
This approach would spare the lives of those people without contradicting my father's will.
Well, I am just a general, and I focus on military affairs only. I will leave the decision on other matters to you and the High Priest.
Ah, Sarvis. It is evident that your knowledge and eloquence surpass those of your colleagues in the Senate. Yet, you humbly refer to yourself as just a general. I'll take that as a yes.
Where? Don't see it.
High Priest, I hereby grant you the authority to handle the people of the Ars Acid Empire at your discretion.
Ars acid? Is it supposed to be pronounced that way?
As you wish, Your Highness.
Now, it is time to claim the ultimate rewards for our arduous journey.
According to the historical accounts of the Arsacid Empire, it was the Emperor Darius who brought the god of the sun from Memphis to Obed 5 centuries ago.
I don't know why I feel like pronouncing it Arsacid instead of Ars Acid.
Darius once established the greatest empire in Obed. He made Memphis his province long before Japheth came into power.
If this realm were still under his rule, I might have respectfully approached their gates and dispatched a messenger to request an audience. A man who desires to possess the sun must be as ambitious as my father.
The Tower of Babel. That's the one thing in the world, besides the stars, deserving of my upward gaze.
I don't know, Rixie. He don't look friendly like Dumbledore. At least Dumbledore has this face that looks kind of nice. Like a kind grandpa. But this one looked like here. He looks like he'll kick your butt any second now for even looking at him wrong.
It's only fitting that the most glorious trophy should be placed in the highest place of my kingdom. I'm now entrusting it to you, Hemion.
What is this, Your Majesty?
A good question, and one that I would like to ask you, too. I have heard tales that beneath the majestic waterfalls of the Memphis River lies the dormant, ancient god of the sun. It once destroyed the capital of an ancient pharaoh, and then sank into the river. So I conquered the land of that pharaoh, and ordered countless individuals to dive into the waters, leaving no stone unturned.
He sounds more convincing than the previous emperor. Is it because he actually have a character? And the other emperor doesn't?
But the outcome was a great disappointment. The so-called god of the sun was no more than a copper sphere. While it's well crafted, the artisans of Obed could have created a work of art 10 times more intricate than that. I ordered my people to smash it on the spot. However, even the mightiest warriors of my immortal army could not destroy it. No weapon could even scratch its surface. I had craftsmen construct colossal pyres and burn it for 10 days, yet its shell remained unaltered. Finally, I instructed my warriors to transport it to the highest peak in Memphis and cast it off the cliffs. But it was the unyielding stones below that shattered, not the copper sphere. Since long ago, you have collected many extraordinary artifacts in this tower. And you have recruited numerous scholars from my land. I have never impeded or doubted your endeavors. But now, I am asking for a small favor in return. Unravel the mystery surrounding this sphere, and the reason why the Memphians revere it as the god of the sun. And find out the secret to its immortality.
Is it considered immortal if it's not even alive, technically speaking? I mean, like, it's the thing, not? Maybe because it's not destructible? Why? Oh, heck no! No! Why? I don't want to use her. Can I quit now? I can't. They just told me she was fixed. Like I tried to what do you call it? I also kind of need her. I kind of don't ever want her, nor need her. I need her to be gone. I need her out of sight, out of mind. Like I'd rather not.
The letters used in the Arsacid Empire.
So she says Arsacid, whereas the prince said Ars Acid.
It was one of the dynasties that existed in Obed about 2,000 years before our time. The dynasty lasted for centuries, so it's hard to pinpoint exactly where we are within that period.
Did you just bring us to some random point in time? So, our new director is actually smarter than we thought. But do you understand what the text says?
I came out from the outside. Of course I don't. Shouldn't you understand it, being an Emeon?
This is a legal document about the sale of grain and a deed to a farm. While it provides concrete information, it doesn't help us determine the exact time.
You're as reliable as ever. No wonder that old man wanted to make you the next director. Why did you throw them at me?
It's her way of saying stop yapping and start doing something.
You can read them too.
See?
Let's see what the heck we have here. Basic math, ledgers, lists of engineers, tax collection records, and tribute lists. All useless information.
Shouldn't tax collection records have dates on them?
Found something, Zero.
This is a record written by the court scribe of the 5th Emperor. He was an unremarkable emperor in the history of Obed, and not well known. Throughout its long history, Obed has been the center of powerful empires at times, and has fallen under the control of other empires at other times. The 5th Emperor's reign belonged to the latter category. During that time, the Japheth Empire in the west, ruled by Emperor Thurinus, was at its peak. Thurinus' armies extended to the farthest reaches of the known world in all directions. In the east, they reached the Arsacid Empire. During his reign, Thurinus sent an expedition army led by his son Rubicon, the High Priest Marari, and General Sarvis to Obed. However, the expedition didn't result in Obed becoming a new province of Japheth, as was the case with other areas during that era. The reason for the truce remains a mystery, as no records or treaties were passed down through history. However, the Tower of Babel remained under its existing ownership during that war. Emeon, throughout different generations, protected it during all the crises and incidents, ensuring the library's safety and preservation.
That's a nice way of saying sitting on the fence. The knowledge stored in the tower is incredibly valuable, so no one would want to destroy it, right? Besides, those old chumps did have their talents, as long as they were willing to cooperate. No emperor in his right mind would give them a hard time. As much as it pains me to admit it, your ability is quite remarkable.
Right.
If I remember correctly, this is the second time you've asked me a question like this.
Did I ask her something like that previously? I don't remember.
My answer is still the same. But since this is your second question, I think it's best to give you more information.
Actually, no, you don't have to tell me. It's alright. I don't really want to know about much about her.
Arishan is the daughter of the previous director. Before my arrival, Cosmos planned to appoint her as the next director.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. So that's why she hates me.
My duty is to safeguard this tower and the Library of Babel. And naturally, that includes you as the current director.
What are you whispering about back there? Hurry up and follow me.
It wouldn't be called gossip if the subject of the gossip heard it. Duh.
What a rudimentary ancient device.
Yeah. Ah!
This is such a mess. It's like a battle just took place here.
Maybe that's exactly what happened. According to historical records, this is the time when the war between Obed and Japheth erupted. We might have arrived at a point where the war is still ongoing.
They can fight their wars all they want, but why did they break into the library and make such a mess? How annoying.
Let's go find Emeons from this era. They should be able to help us.
Yeah, I apparently didn't need her. They just forced
The
you to
main
use
path
what's her
ends here.
face.
Let's check out what's below.
Yeah, but if I could use it, I'd rather not. I didn't miss a chest. I can't go up there. Okay, that way. What do you mean? I was under the impression that I could not teleport that gap. Alright, fine. I'll go try it. I feel like the gap is a bit short for her to do it. Yeah, this is how far. Rixie, you lied. You lied! There's no box here! You were just baiting me into using her! What do you mean it's gone? I don't know. Well, that's weird then. Why would it disappear? That's very strange.
Ugh, Not even budging? I should have known not to expect anything from this old junk.
There you go. Right, how do you interact in this game again? I actually ran on top of it and nothing happened, so I presume that there was a button I was supposed to press, right?
Who's there?
Wait. You are...
You're Outlanders. No, wait. The symbols on your clothes.
Zero, you explain it to him.
So, you're travelers from the future. That's truly incredible. Since you're from the future, your clothes must also be from the future. No wonder I can't place their origin. The Library of Babel is truly full of wonders.
Could you tell us which era we are in?
Since you're from the future, you probably already know that the current ruler of Obed, the 5th Emperor, is a disappointment.
Yeah, and we know that the Arsacid Empire was at war with the Japheth Empire. Has the war ended?
The war has ended. Despite Tharinius being advanced in years, he didn't underestimate his enemy, and prepared enough troops for a full-scale war. Unfortunately, he overestimated his opponent. The 5th Emperor couldn't manage a single clash on the battlefield. As soon as he found out that Japheth only wanted a specific item from the Tower of Babel, he backed down immediately.
How is that a disappointment? Like, if the said item is not that important, why would he want to go to war just for that thing? Just give it up and move on. That makes sense to me.
You don't seem to have a high opinion of your emperor. Is it acceptable for a subject to say such things?
Emperor. He's far from deserving that title.
You mentioned that Japheth only wanted a specific item from the tower. What is it?
Wow, Blink. Do you realize you have a K in your name too? Does that make you a Haka as well?
I've heard that Rubicon's ultimatum mentioned Memphis's god of the sun. I've seen it a few times, but it's disappointing. It's just a huge metal ball that doesn't seem to have any connection to the sun other than its shape.
Listen to yourself. It's a huge metal ball that doesn't have any connection to the sun. It's a disappointment. And you want your emperor to go to war for a useless metal ball. Hello? Why doesn't he make any sense?
I heard it was a trophy captured by Obed's past monarch, Emperor Darius, after conquering Memphis. The item was sent away by Rubicon a few days ago, and it should be close to the Ephrathoth on the coast of the Philistine Sea by now. Then it will be loaded onto a ship and sent to Javriel.
Looks like we're too late.
No, not yet.
You just defeated 200 meters. Congratulations.
2,000 years ago, Ephrathah by the Philistine Sea witnessed the final glimmer of Arten.
Ephrathah by the Philistine Sea? Hold on.
The Star of Ephrathah,
History sure loves to play tricks on us. So, you don't know how to control that copper sphere either.
No, we don't. Honestly, we wouldn't even know it's something that can be activated if you hadn't mentioned it. But since those Japhethians are so desperate to get their hands on it, they might have some knowledge about it. Interestingly, Prince Rubicon and his Praetorians are currently stuck in the library.
What did you just say?
Rubicon didn't leave after obtaining that God of the Sun. He learned about us in the Library of Babel from the 5th Emperor. Rubicon considered the library a treasure far more valuable than that copper sphere, so he took his soldiers inside the Tower of Babel. It happened to coincide with the opening of the library, so I'm not sure if we should call it lucky or unlucky.
So, you mean we can find him inside the Library of Babel?
Exactly. Unfortunately, I won't be able to accompany you for the rest of your journey. I need to find my companions as soon as possible.
That's all right. Thank you for all the information.
May the library be with you. Emayon from the future.
Now we know exactly what to do next. Hopefully, we'll find something this time. Since the Japhethians are after that copper sphere, they must have heard something about it, right?
Oh. It was an anomaly that appeared in Ephrathah, near the western shore of the Philistine Sea, around 2000 BC. According to historical records, a solitary star of unparalleled splendor emerged in the night sky above Ephrathah. Unlike other stars, it remained fixed over Ephrathah. The star was visible along the entire coast of the Philistine Sea, but it vanished shortly after its appearance, and hasn't been recorded in any astronomical observations since. Naturally, some might consider it a collective illusion, but for us Emayans, it was an undeniable anomaly. Since there were no Emayans in Ephrathah at that time, the truth behind this incident has remained a mystery for thousands of years, until just now. Considering the time and location, it's safe to say that the Star of Ephrathah is Aten, which the Japhethian transported from the Alsace. Although it lasted only for a brief period, it did ascend back into the sky, emanating radiance and brilliance. The only question is this: who in this era discovered the command to activate it? These are traces left by the marching soldiers.
It seems like they're not far ahead. Let's hope we can still reason with those Japhethians in the tower.
Oh, fudgesicles. Interact multiple times just to be sure. Hmm. Wait, what? Wait, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. No, what am I kind of supposed to connect it to? This thing? Straighten the waves. Oh. I don't get it. Like, this is very... Click it when my hack glow green. What in the fudge are you talking? What hack glow green? Like, if you hadn't told me to straighten out the waves, I would not have understood what I was supposed to do here. Like, literally, I was looking at the icon above it and thought I was supposed to align it with that symbol instead. Instead of, I don't know, as you said, straighten out the waves. Like, what the heck? That's not very intuitive. For me, at least. Ugh. I have to use what's her face. Rixie. I understand that is only for the terrain, but I don't have to like it. But okay. If they didn't make the distance.
Seems like those unwanted Japhethians are having some trouble too. So, if we lend them a hand now, they'll be more cooperative, right?
朝朝齐友，无所遁形。愚不可及。梅尔，保护好大家。 愚不可及。走开。
Are you Emaons?
Huh? It's amazing how most of those have E's at the start of their name.
general is looking for you.
Why bother being polite with these wicked sorcerers? We wouldn't be trapped in this never-ending labyrinth if it weren't for them.
Nobody invited you in.
General ordered us to treat Emeons with proper etiquette.
Well, let's skip the pleasantries. To be honest, we're looking for your commander, too. And you should already know that none of you will make it in this maze without us.
Are you threatening us?
Silence! I apologize. Our general is nearby, but this place is dangerous.
You hate it?
Please
Aw.
allow us to clear a path ahead for you.
No, Blink. You re-rolled your account because the game gave you a P6 Enki. Oh no! By the way, hello Hero Snacks. That's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do if you get an E6 Enki after you get all the like the 5 stars you like? Surely you're not gonna re-roll then,
Fancy
right?
talks. They need our help in the end.
Ah, fudge.
愚不可及。梅尔，保护好大家。
No.
Thank you for coming to our aid once again.
No need to thank us. You mentioned your general is close. So I wonder where we can find His Royal Highness.
You filthy scum! How dare you ask about His Majesty's whereabouts?
Dude, just like turn around and walk on without us. See how far you can get.
His Majesty showed great sincerity by bringing only dozens of Praetorians into this tower, as per your request.
As per your request. Are you sure you're not confusing things? Like, I wasn't around when you asked.
But you set your vile trap and scattered us.
Oh, I get it. You guys got separated.
You...
Please, Ere, stop.
Our general is just up there, not too far away. Please head in that direction.
The account has gotten much better? Okay, that's good. So you're not gonna re-roll it in case Enki decides to hop onto your account without your welcome. No! As I said, I am still unstable. Once my schedule stabilizes a bit, then we could consider bringing it back, okay? Dream barbecue?
Oh, you're just in time.
Are you talking about food? Or something?
Although we haven't met, judging by the patterns on your garments, I assume you are Emeons.
It's a
the
game.
caretakers of this ancient tower, correct?
Is it on Epic or Steam?
The vastness of this world is truly beyond mortal imagination. When I first heard about the Library of Babel, I dismissed it as mere ramblings of the common folk. Turns out this marvel really exists. I'm sure the Japhethian poets will compose 1,000 new epics about it. Allow me to express my sincere admiration. However, as you can see, we are lost inside this tower. Could you show us the way out?
What's your
Yeah,
A commoner
so
like you has no right.
somebody
It's
gagged that
alright.
Japheth
They're the
further.
hosts here. It's
I
only
feel like
natural for them to ask the name of their guests.
Triggering. Always.
I am Sarvis, a senator of Japheth and a general serving Prince Rubicon.
Yeah, I saw it. I got it on my library.
Lord Thuranos is a benevolent emperor who welcomes scholars from all corners of the world. We will be returning in a few days, and if you are interested in joining us, I can take you back to Javriel. But of course, that's on the condition that you lead us out of this fantastic labyrinth.
I mean, if they're gonna go back with you, of course they have to lead you out.
I've heard that Rubicon's ultimatum mentioned Memphis's god of the sun.
Until just now. Considering the time
Good
and
night,
location,
Blank.
it's safe to say that the Star of Ephrathah is Aten, which the Japhethian
Atem? You mean the ancient god of the sun in Memphis? We've traveled all the way here to retrieve it. Do you have a problem with that? During our journey, my men gathered many records about Aten, and I've heard about your research on the god of the sun. But there's nothing I can do, as His Majesty has decreed that if there is a sun on Earth, it shall only rise above the eternal city and shine down upon his throne. As for the Emperor of Arsacid, well, I don't think his lousy chair deserves such high honor. Obed witnessed the rise of its first sun-wielding monarch, Darius. It's such a shame that his successor would fall so far.
Wait. So Darius actually had the command?
Since you've come here for Aten, you must know how to harness it, right?
What do you mean by harnessing it? Are you suggesting it's a living being that can be controlled?
Yeah. With the right commands, you can order it to do anything you want. Wait, you didn't know that?
Commands? So that metal ball understands commands. Float, Ephrathah, deactivate? I'm utterly puzzled by what you're saying. I've heard that Emeon means mouthpieces of the gods in ancient languages. It is said that your task is to listen to prayers and provide answers, not ask questions. If you have forgotten your duties after all these years, I don't mind reminding you.
Oh, look, he's starting to get aggressive.
Or are you trying to buy time? Are you using this labyrinth to separate us from Prince Rubicon and now asking questions to stall for time?
If the Amazons could actually use the labyrinth, they wouldn't get lost most of the time, right?
I also hope this is a misunderstanding, but your words and actions lack sincerity. If you want to clear up this misunderstanding, please lead us out of this labyrinth.
A transformer?
a shame. It seems you're intentionally delaying my return to His Highness. We have traveled all the way here, but failed to find worthy opponents. And my soldiers are eager for a proper fight. Now I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to fulfill their wish. Take them down!
You're not joining the battle, dude. Oh.
朝朝齐有，无所遁形。
看来你们遇上了一点小麻烦。
Looks like you've had some professional combat training. Praiseworthy, but your coordination was a total disaster.
I don't know. Considering your soldiers are now kissing the floor, you shouldn't be saying that, warrior.
Gladiator battles against beasts, but when it comes to my battle-hardened legion, you're as vulnerable as a kitten before a lion. Phalanx formation, soldiers! Don't underestimate our foe!
Where's the phalanx formation? They're all in a circle.
Monsters are swarming in.
Hold the line! Maintain formation! Wipe out all those monsters and capture those Amaons alive!
What are you waiting for, Master Director? Do you seriously think we can defeat the mighty Japheth Phalanx at the peak of their power? Just activate your amazing time machine and make a quick escape.
Where's the phalanx you're talking about? I don't see it!
Anywhere will do. Just stop with the questions and do something.
Blah, 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 blah.
Just go to the future, like a month later. Let's get away from them.
What do you mean I'm hacking? I did nothing. And why are we still here? She said a month later. It looked like you just went 9 days later.
Is your time travel ability malfunctioning or what? Are you sure you've sent us a month ahead?
Please stand down.
Dear Amaon, I bear no ill intention.
Sir, you have the yandere voice in your... You lie.
Have you forgotten our agreement?
No, we didn't agree to anything. No, don't believe him. Stop. No!
Thanks, Amaons. You truly are the mouthpieces of the gods.
Wait. Did they accidentally pick these people up with them?
Following the divine words you delivered, we managed to appease the wrath of the god of the sun.
Oh gosh. What the heck are you talking about?
Saved the world from destruction and allowed us to witness the true sun once more.
Are you sure this is 1 month later?
The people of Japheth, the Arzacid Empire, and all other regions should be grateful for the news you brought.
I'm confused. How about you?
What are you even talking about?
I apologize for my excessive enthusiasm. This is the note you asked me to write down.
Nobody told you anything. I'm confused. I'm quite sure we were running away from him. When did we leave the note for anything? Ah! Hey, that dude looks familiar.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
No, this won't get us anywhere.
Look, Rixie, if you want to go and hug that thing, you go. Why do I have to go hug it?
Take us back to 500 years ago, to Darius' era.
See, it has his hand held out to you. You go hold his hands if you want to hold it, okay? I'd rather not. Run away again? Who would want to be turned into mush? Like,
I'm grateful, Your Highness.
gonna sit there
If
with
it
your
weren't
mouth
for your
open and be like,
intervention, I might have been lost in that labyrinth forever.
the hell happened?
Don't mention it. High Priest Mirari insisted on bringing the Emians along, and it turned out to be a wise decision. Otherwise, we would have been trapped on that endless stairway forever.
Speaking of Emeons, I encountered a few of them in the tower, and they were dressed in a peculiar fashion. They mentioned something beyond my comprehension. According to them, the copper sphere we transported back to Japheth appears to be a living entity or a device that can be activated through specific commands. They also claimed that the ancient god of the sun in Memphis would rise again over Ephrathah, and they held us responsible for this occurrence.
Where are those Emians now?
I apologize, Your Highness. I had intended to capture them alive and gather more information. Although they were skilled fighters, their lack of coordination made them vulnerable, and we could have easily defeated them. However, just as my soldiers closed in on them, they vanished into thin air. At first I thought it was an illusion, but the marks left on my soldiers' weapons and armor are undeniably real.
Sarvis, after witnessing numerous miracles in the library, are you still amazed by such minor happenings? I won't be surprised by anything that happens within those infinite rooms. It astonishes me that Obed possesses such a treasure. If the claims of those Emians are true, the Library of Babel contains answers to all questions in the world.
No, it doesn't.
Regardless, that copper sphere, even if it is connected to the sun, doesn't matter anymore. The sun rises every day, but it doesn't provide answers to humanity's questions about the world.
Speaking of which, how is the negotiation progressing, High Priest?
The clerks have prepared the necessary documents, stating that the Arsacid Empire will become our vassal state in exchange for our protection. Once you add your signature, the contract will be sealed.
There is no need. The treaty is now null and void. Disseminate my orders. Instruct our soldiers to besiege the city. We shall capture Obed, seize the tower, and claim the library for Japheth. The library of the gods. I never realized that such a wondrous place truly existed in this world.
Your Highness?
I understand your perplexity, General. While reneging on our word is dishonorable, let's consider the fact that the Arsacid Empire is corrupt, and its emperor is an imbecile. If they attempt to exploit the power within the tower for nefarious purposes in the future, I believe you comprehend my concerns, Sarvis. Only Japheth possesses the power to safeguard this marvel from the unworthy.
A swift horse is approaching, Your Highness. The rider appears to be a messenger.
Bring him to me.
Greetings, Your Highness.
Rise. From where do you hail? And what tidings do you bring?
Your Highness, you commanded my unit to escort the God of the Sun back to Javriel. Several days ago, we arrived at Ephrathah on the eastern shore of the Philistine Sea, which is under Herod's dominion.
I know. Herod is one of my father's numerous vassals. Did he show any disrespect toward you?
No, quite the contrary. He treated us with great respect and insisted warmly that we stay at his royal court for the night. Then, at midnight, while we were sleeping, we were awakened by a radiant glow outside the palace. We went to investigate, and, to our astonishment,
To my astonishment, the game froze. Boy.
sun had risen.
Did the wine addle your senses? What nonsense are you talking about?
Okay.
What I speak is the truth, Your Highness. We witnessed it with our own eyes.
Go on. Tell me what happened.
Well, my servants, the soldiers slumber now. Now it...
Should I not put it on autoplay then? Or something? Seems needed.
It's time for you.
Great. It crashed. Okay. Just remember that on Google Play Beta, Black Beacon is... Why is it my skill issue?
Skill issues.
Oh, that delayed by a long time. You thought your internet died? Kinook, why is it always my skill issue? Can't it be the skill issue of whoever, like, made the game and didn't test it on Google Play first? Or maybe my computer's dying, and so we'll have to part and say goodbye. Just saw my GPU and CPU spiked to 100 before it crashed just now. And the sound reset to 100. Oh boy. $25. So was I on 2-6? Like, I don't remember. Was it 2-7? Okay, let me go back to this first, because I can't recall if I was in the middle of this before it. Yeah, it should have been this one. Okay. 1 month ago.
I'm grateful, Your Highness. If it weren't...
Don't mention it. High Priest Mirari insisted on bringing the Emians along, and it turned out to be a white.
Speaking of Emions, they mentioned something according to... They...
Where?
How... At first...
Sorry.
Catch up. Go.
We shall... Your Highness. While if they... I believe...
The rider...
Bring him to me.
Greetings, Your Highness.
Okay. Then it froze around...
Go on.
Here.
Tell me what...
Well, my servants. The soldiers slumber now. Now it's time for you to fulfill your promise to me. And should you dare to deceive me, your suffering will be 1,000-fold worse than your darkest nightmare.
Memphis? Oh, that's how they activate it.
Your Majesty, every word we speak is true.
But wait, hold on. Wasn't that thousands of years ago, though? Not
Our
a recent thing.
ancestors were once priests of Memphis, serving pharaohs for generations in the distant past. After the kingdom of pharaohs crumbled, we were exiled, but fortunate enough to find shelter in your court. Our deepest secrets are never recorded, but passed down through oral tradition among our closest blood relations. Among them lies the secret of the god of the sun. During the era of Pharaoh Akhenaten, the priests discovered how to harness the power of the sun, bending it to the pharaoh's will. It is the language of the gods. Merely recite the divine words, and the sun will rise at your command. Through it, you shall attain divinity and achieve immortality, just as the ancient pharaohs did.
They totally exaggerated that, didn't they?
Yet you do not hesitate to share such deepest secrets with me.
It's precisely because you are a benevolent and generous ruler. That's why we're willing to reveal these secrets to you. Thurnus is nothing more than a tyrant who has ravaged our lands. If it were not for your generosity, we would all be living as mere livestock now. Your Majesty, I cannot bear to see you continue to bow before that tyrant.
Benevolent? Generous? Such descriptions are rare, but you're correct about one thing. We are both kings, so why should I kneel before that tyrant and allow my country to be reduced to a mere province of Japheth? Very well. Let me see for myself if your claims hold true.
All deeds have consequences. All debts must be paid.
Arise, sun. From this moment onward, even the stars shall pale in comparison to the sun I have awakened!
Okay, there. Now I'm caught up. Right. I still need to use it. Right.
I take back what I said about our director being an imbecile. Having a time machine at our disposal is actually pretty convenient.
Didn't ask for your opinion anyway.
Well, it depends on how you interpret what I'm saying.
And personally, I probably would not have bothered asking that question. Either one of those options were not good.
What? Finally done dealing with me? The former #1 director candidate?
The Collected Letters of Obed Royal Family, Volume 3, Darius, the King of All Kings. Written by a historian from the Obed court. The second half is blank. Looks like this volume is incomplete. It appears that we have indeed arrived in the era of Darius, around 500 years before the 5th Emperor's reign. That Emaon we encountered mentioned that Darius was the one who first brought Aten from Memphis to Obed. Sarvis also mentioned that Darius was the first ruler of Obed to harness the power of the sun.
I see. The fact that the Japheth soldiers didn't know the command to activate Aten suggests that it had already been lost by their time. Compared to the era of Japheth, the era of Darius was closer to the era of Aten, which means Darius is more likely to know the command to activate Aten.
Besides, there's something else that concerns me. The giant we just encountered. Actually, we might have encountered it once before.
Of course we did. It's the thing that made us fall down.
Back in our time, when you entered the Tower of Babel and activated the dormant beacon, we came across something very similar, see?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Its body was a lot larger than though.
Indeed. The giant in our time was missing its lower half, so I can't say for sure if it's the same giant. Moreover, according to Master Ninsar, it belonged to Darius. So, it must have come from this era.
Sorry for interrupting your discussion, but that was the first time I saw that huge guy.
That's why we were talking to each other and not to you.
So that giant has been after you? What did you do to anger it so much?
Who knows?
We didn't do anything.
He seems scary over here, actually.
Dear Emea, have you forgotten our...
We don't have enough information to understand the reason behind it yet.
One moment he wanted to kill us, and the next moment he was happy to see us.
Just to confirm, when we met Sarvis for the second time, it was a month after our first encounter, right?
We didn't get to confirm that, so I don't know.
Did you figure something out? I'm afraid so. Sarvis didn't have a clue about Aten's activation during our first encounter. But in the second encounter, he mentioned that they had somehow appeased the wrath of the god of the sun. So during that month, Aten must have been reactivated and turned into the star of Ephrathah. Sarvis also said that we delivered divine words and saved the world from destruction. It means that we were the ones who helped deactivate Aten, extinguishing the star of Ephrathah. Remember what Enki said?
Be careful. The prophecy may actualize itself.
Actions taken to prevent tragedy can end up causing it. Now I understand that Sarvis wasn't exaggerating when he said we saved the entire world from destruction. After Aten was reactivated, its power must have kept increasing. Just like when... Imagine what would happen...
I'm not even clicking everything! Why are you skipping your own dialogue?
Power output. We obtained the command.
What the
and
hell?
Delivered it to Sarvis. However, it wasn't us from the present. Rather, it was us from some... Because of our time travel.
Oi!
The prophecy act...
Wait. Okay. What I want to know is why you're skipping your own voice dialogue when I don't have my hands on the keyboard or anything for that matter. I didn't even have it on autoplay, did I? No, I didn't. Ugh. Fine, I'm back and read everything.
Sure.
There is no other choice.
Now we're not just responsible for saving the library in our era, but also saving the world in Sarvis's era.
We must move on and find the command to deactivate Aten, and deliver it to Sarvis. If we fail, both eras will veer off their intended paths and collapse completely.
I'm not going to answer that. There are a bunch of geezers and... I've never paid attention to the
Oh my
lectures.
gosh! Stop
All I
skipping
know
your
is that
dialogue,
it would be
crazy!
very, very, very bad.
Invisible wall, okay. Can't see anymore. What the heck? Oh.
Who are those people?
You sure they're people?
Judging by their attire, they must be the Immortal Army, Darius's Praetorians.
Of course I know that, but why are there so many Immortal Army soldiers wandering inside the library in this era?
Your Majesty, please forgive us. We are devoted to you.
Hey! They can't even hear us. Never mind. Let's keep going. We'll surely find someone we can reason with, right?
Those who betray His Majesty will pay with their lives. In the mighty name of Darius, the King of all kings.
Oh, wait. I guess there's nothing over there. Okay. So awkward.
It's those pesky creatures again. Hey, use your time-stopping ability on them.
惊鸿照影，且退。走开。走开。行，惊鸿照影。
Halt! Oriole! End up like those sacrifices hanging there.朝朝齐有，无所遁形。
This era, it's truly weird.
Obviously, those immortal army soldiers have been wandering around inside the library for quite some time. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so worn out.
What exactly happened?
The records about Emaon are not detailed, as their leader Pythagoras mysteriously vanished without a trace one day.
Emaon's historical records are all but blank during this era.
I wonder if Darius took over.
There are simply too many coincidences happening in this era. We need to be extra cautious.
The stars. They appear so distant, yet shine so brightly.
Your Majesty, Farhad requests an audience.
It is you, my most courageous servant. How does the wine taste at the celebration?
The wine was exquisite, benefiting the conquerors of Memphis. We all wonder why you didn't join us in the Great Feast of Honor. Why do you remain secluded in this corner, far from the bonfire, without even a single guard? Have we done anything to displease you?
Not at all, Fahad. I am pleased with your valor. After this battle, I've annexed the southern reaches of the world into my domain. I am staying away from the crowds to gaze at the stars. The campfire's brightness would obscure their light. Have you ever considered where our conquest will end, Farhad?
No, Your Majesty. I shall fight wherever you deem necessary, until the farthest reaches of your dominion touch the sea, or until I fall on the battlefield.
Your loyalty is commendable. But what I'm seeing now is even more distant than the sea. There was an Emian scholar named Pythagoras who told me that according to his research, the land beneath our feet is a sphere.
A sphere? How is that even possible?
You're not a scholar, so it is understandable that you can't imagine it. However, I can easily imagine that there may exist countless such spheres suspended high above the heavens. We call those spheres stars. The notion that these stars are fragments of Earth adrift in the firmament. So many uncharted territories awaiting conquest. Do you understand my feelings, Fahad? In comparison, Memphis, no, even the entirety of Obed, pales in significance. I wonder how I can travel to those stars to conquer those lands no one has ever seen. How pathetic is a man so bound by his desires. From now on, I shall find no peace in my nights.
Fret not, Your Majesty. We, the Immortal Army, will always be your keenest blades. Even if you were to command us to conquer the moon, we would comply without hesitation.
You truly are my favorite servant, Fahad. Arise, for I shall share my glory and dreams with you. One day we'll leave our footprints across the entire expanse of the sky. So, it was but a dream. I'm feeling cold. Am I already so old that I'm plagued by such vivid dreams? I used to believe that only the inept dream, for they possess nothing in reality. Is the heavens telling me that I'm no different from those commoners? My time is running out. Emeons, I'm summoning you to demand an answer I have long awaited. A decade has passed since my triumph in Memphis. I have given you so much time to unravel the mysteries of the God of the Sun. My subjects comply with my commands, never disturbing your research or prying into your tower. Only during the 6th and final month of each year do my emissaries visit you to ask about the progress of your research. You should know that it is a supreme honor, and that I have shown you extraordinary generosity, which no other Obed emperors have ever bestowed upon you. However, my messengers disappointed me every time, as your response of nothing has remained unchanged. Now, I've decided to ask you this question myself. This is your 10th year. Have you learned more about the nature of that copper sphere? What grants it immortality?
Hey, Lord Forth, what up? I just like reading.
Your Majesty, our answer remains the same.
Then he disappeared. Maybe Darius just got rid of him.
You may perceive 10 years as a considerable length of time. For a human life, it is indeed substantial. However, for those devoted to the pursuit of knowledge, it is merely a fleeting moment akin to the evaporation of morning dew.
I don't think he's gonna like that answer.
Undoubtedly, that sphere represents a creation that transcends the limits of human understanding. Even if it is not a deity in its own right, its creator must possess divine qualities. We need more time to figure out its true essence.
Time. Time. What an extravagant request. I, too, would grant you more time if I were able. Unfortunately, the time given to me is dwindling. The sand in the hourglass is running out. I am growing old, and my time is slipping away, while the boundless, unconquered worlds still await me. I am asking you once again, Emeon. Do you indeed have nothing to give me in return?
Your Majesty, I hold you in the highest regard, but I must inform you that neither your Majesty nor your power hold sway within the realm of knowledge.
That's not an answer he wants to hear.
Though you may command all on Earth to declare that the sun rises in the west, it will still be the eastern sky that illuminates the next dawn. I can assure you that we're more eager than you to learn the nature of the sphere. It is the calling of the scholar.
I see. You're unable to offer what I seek in exchange for my leniency. I extend my regrets to you, Emeon. Since the beginning of history, this will be the first time the Emperor of Obed resorts to violence against Emeon. If I had a choice, I wouldn't wish to make this decision.
You may rule over this land, Your Majesty. And while you may intimidate those who seek knowledge, the laws governing knowledge itself do not yield to mere might.
Immortal Army, at my command, open this tower and seize their library! If this library is as miraculous as the legends proclaim, containing the sum of all worldly knowledge, it must surely hold the secret to immortality and the immortal power of that copper sphere.
Did I focus on the story? Yeah, I'm still on chapter 2, so...
Since the mouthpieces of the gods remain silent to my request, I'll uncover the answer myself.
We can't prevent you if you're determined to do so, Your Majesty. Permit me, however, to offer a final piece of advice. The gods remain silent due to the folly of humankind.
That was the last question I will ever pose to you. From now on, you are no longer permitted to address me. Immortal Army, storm their tower and breach their gates. Emeon, I have heard tales that the paths within the Library of Babel are more numerous than the stars in the sky, and the smallest misstep can lead to eternal wandering. I've also heard you've devoted countless time and lives to explore that library, and that you've even familiarized yourself with a number of safe paths. I command you to lead the way for my warriors, and you have no right to refuse.
That what happened? Why he just suddenly disappeared because he was like leading the army around and got lost. I'm still stuck with her. All right. have I not pulled yet? I've pulled. I've gotten... Oh, what's her face that plays the violin?
You're right.
If we can find a reasonable soldier or an Imeon of this era, perhaps they will tell us what has happened here.
But how come none of the Imeon actually like recorded any of this though? Did they all just like disappear?
Let's go. We don't have much time.
Honestly, I tried Viola, or if that's her name. I found her a little bit awkward.
愚不可及。梅尔，保护好大家。走开。
Can't go up that way.
Wait, isn't that the shoddy artifact that wouldn't even start? So is it working now?
Those who offer themselves to His Majesty will be rewarded 100-fold.
Oh, what's going on here? So this connects downstairs. Oh, it doesn't. What did you get then? Oh, right. Okay, I can't interact with that. What was the point of me coming up here if I can't interact with anything? What? Right, follow the arrow. Fine. Excuse me. Like, just maybe run up there, learn about this error. How do I learn about it? Can't even interact with anything.
The main path is blocked.
No, it isn't. Just walk around it.
In moments like this, it's time to show some innovation.
I'm guessing you're going to destroy it. Oh. I see. Ah! Wait, hold on. Fudgesicles. No, that's not. I was trying to get over there, but okay.
那就稍微认真点。
Ugh.
Sure. 没有，上。
有趣的家伙。
离散。惊鸿照影。
Wait, is there more than one? Oh.
There are still people over there.
I don't expect to find any living people we can reason with, but let's go check it out anyway.
Aw, come on. What? Ugh. Table got in the way. Gee, I thought I could walk around it. Oh well. Why is there an invisible wall now? Ah, fudge.
Please lower your weapons. We mean no harm.
Who are you?
We are Emaons.
My name is Farhad. I can't see you well. I thought you were monsters too.
It helps to take off the mask off your eyes.
Thank you so much. I didn't expect your help, especially after His Majesty gave that order.
His Majesty? Are you talking about Emperor Darius?
Of course. Were you not there when His Majesty gave the order? His Majesty ordered the Immortal Army to take over the Tower of Babel and the Library of Babel. How long ago was that? 1 year? Or 2 years? I can't remember clearly. This is not a library. It's an endless nightmare. Ever since I got here, I've been praying for the gods to wake me up from this living hell.
Take over? You barged into the library? No wonder. It's actually impressive that you've held on for so long without any preparation. Why did your Emperor send you here to die?
Our mission is to uncover the truth about the God of the Sun in Memphis. His Majesty has given the Emeon years, and yet there have been no results. Eventually, he ran out of patience. Personally, I don't have anything against you. We're puzzled too. It's hard to understand why His Majesty, who's always been a profound thinker, would act that way. Emeon, I know it may sound brazen, especially after we barged into your tower. But I'm asking you to take me back to His Majesty. The immortal army shall never fail His Majesty.
Does that mean you found the answer?
What a coincidence. We're actually searching for your Emperor as well. How about you join us? With you on our side, he might be more open to hearing us.
I don't know why it skipped our dialogue again. Like earlier, it kept skipping over the ends of their dialogue.
What does your Emperor want to uncover about the God of the Sun?
Even though the Emperor's brilliance can rival the sun itself, he can't accept that all things eventually come to an end. Rumor has it that the God of the Sun of Memphis is immortal. Therefore, His Majesty wishes to unravel the secret to immortality, hoping to find methods that will grant him immortality.
You can turn into that object.
In this vast library, there must be a scroll or something that holds the key to harnessing the power of the God of the Sun. His Majesty's goal is to conquer distant stars. And we, the immortal army, must find that divine scroll.
Escort him to the throne. Okay, I gotta protect him from monsters. I'm not sure about traps though. Pendant. Hi. Are you following me or am I following you? Ah, fudgesicles. Ah, fudge. That's supposed to destroy that? No, apparently not. Oh, sorry, dude. Are you okay? No wonder they laid all these things down. Like, walk faster, man. Ah, I said to walk faster! But honestly, I don't see his HP though. Is it even possible to fail this quest? Hello? I can't talk to you. Standing right here doesn't fix it. Oh, never mind. There it goes. Are we still going?
Those who betrayed His Majesty shall remain silent forever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, are you alright?
Obviously not.
No. His mental state has irreversibly deteriorated.
Is there a point to asking him again?
I apologize, esteemed Emeons. I wasn't myself.
Sit down and take a break. You don't have to put up a strong front here, because there's no Emperor who requires your worship.
I appreciate your kindness, but I don't deserve forgiveness. I made a solemn vow to His Majesty that I would never stop my journey until his realm reached the ends of the world. Yet here I am, empty-handed, a disgrace to His Majesty's glory. I feel ashamed to admit that I've known for a while that my time would come soon. But His Majesty once said he would share his dreams and glory with us. I want to return to His Majesty's throne before drawing my last breath. Please, don't let my journey end here. Thank you for your generosity. Although I can't see your face now, I'll always remember your kindness.
It's fine. I can't even see my own face either.
Well, I have nothing to say to a blind loyalist like him.
Literally blind?
Take good care of him.
Oh dear, here we go. Is it monsters this time? You know, I really can't help stop you from falling into that hole, okay? You are gonna stop before you fall into that hole, right? Tell me. Oh, okay.
This place feels familiar. The device in the center should be able to take us down below. The correct switch is hidden under the tome that glorifies His Majesty.
Under the tome that glorifies. Azurabak. Should be the name of Darius, right? No. What if I press the wrong one? Will you? Ah, there you go. Wait, did we leave him behind? Oh, never mind. He jumped on. Okay. Okay.
Gods, if you actually exist, why did you stay silent when His Majesty asked his questions?
Oh my gosh!
看来你们遇上了一点小麻烦。
You know.
晴空照影，移形。
That shape. It's His Majesty's throne.
Are you sure about this?
Thank you for bringing me here. His Majesty is just ahead.
Are you sure? Nope, nope. On ahead.
That's Farhad, a member of the scout squad. Maybe he's found something. Hurry! Bring him before His Majesty.
朝朝齐影，无所遁形。梅尔，保护好大家。
I will tell you this. I don't know what happened just now, but that hurt. Oh my gosh, that hurt. What the hell?
Why are you
Sound bug?
General Farhad? What happened to you?
Sound bug for the game? Yeah, I
Behave
guess.
yourselves. If it weren't for the Imperials, I would have died long ago on the nameless land. I'll inform His Majesty of your achievements, Emeon. Soon, you'll see that Farhad always keeps his promises. And His Majesty...
I almost would rather restart than have my eardrums destroyed, but sure, okay.
Let us assist you.
Stand back. No need. I've witnessed the distant and boundless lands with His Majesty when you were just babies. If I need help with even a few steps, how am I supposed to follow His Majesty to the ends of the stars? What is happening? Why can't I move on? I'm so ashamed to request that your Majesty descend from your throne. Your Majesty, please.
Oh. Apparently. Yeah, I don't think there's a point in asking, to be honest.
You're in no position to tell me how to punish my soldiers outside of...
I didn't even say anything!
Those who have failed me are no different from deserters. And this is what happens to deserters. Pythagoras, are they your companions?
No, Your Majesty. Although their clothes resemble mine, I've never seen them before.
We're not Emeons from this world. We come from the future. 2,500 years from now.
A funny joke. Unfortunately, it comes at an inopportune moment. Those who dare to mock me must be punished.
Please, wait, Your Majesty. The wonders of the Library of Babel surpass the wildest imagination of mortals. Here, it is possible to encounter someone from a past or future era. For the sake of your lives, strangers, if you too are Emeons like me, show your proof.
Now what?
This is a fragment from your crown.
Indeed it is. Where did you get this weathered fragment from?
From 2,500 years in the future. By then, it had become an antique.
Interesting. Let's assume what you said is true. Answer me this. Who rules over Obed 2,500 years from now?
I can't answer your question, because Obed has no need for a ruler that far in the future.
I see. You can't provide me what I desire either. Lead the way forward, Pythagoras. As for these useless freeloaders, get rid of them, my soldiers.
Freeload what? We just arrived! Does he understand the meaning of freeloader?
Ari.
Your Majesty, please forgive our rudeness.
Right? We can actually be polite.
You know your manners, but your courtesy comes too late.
It's true that Obed won't need a ruler in the future, because by that time, Obed will be insignificant compared to your vast empire. We don't need anyone specifically to rule over it. The fragment you just saw is a gift you gave us yourself.
You mean you've seen me 2,500 years later?
Does the picture count?
Do I still rule over my vast empire?
Yeah, of course.
Oh boy.
How did I survive until then in the future? Tell me, now!
Gladly, but we want something in return.
Even those who call themselves the mouthpieces of the gods are nothing more than mere mortals after all. Your wish is granted. All the wealth in my treasury and all the provinces in my domain are yours for the taking.
We don't want wealth or fiefdoms. We just want to know what you know about the god of the sun.
How interesting. That's the very same question I've been asking you, Emeons, for years. But why is an Emeon from the future asking me this question instead?
You seek the secrets of the god of the sun because you're eager to know the secret to immortality, right? We discovered its mysteries once. However, over the long years since then, many details of our research have been lost. That's why we're coming back from the future, to get the missing pieces. You've been to Delphi during your expedition, and I believe you've heard the stories about Oedipus that go around there. In the loop made by time, the result and the cause will become one. You'll need to tell us everything you know about the god of the sun, so that we'll be able to get you the full answer. That's the only way we can help you survive the next 2,500 years.
So that's why Zero had her go talk. Because she's bullshitting. Okay.
In the distant future, you gifted us the token so that we could return here to figure out the truth about immortality.
Nothing but lies.
God.
Myths are for ignorant children. Do you think I'm as gullible as a child? I've found ludicrous loopholes in your words. Since the me in the future already knows the secret to immortality, why didn't that me ask you to tell me the secrets directly?
Right.
Immortal Army! Those who will pay with their lives.
Of course, you can just kill us, Your Majesty. But at the moment we're killed, the casual loop in the timeline will be severed. If you don't learn the secret to immortality now, you, your empire, and all the feats you will achieve in the future will simply go up in smoke.
Are you threatening me, Emeon?
No. As a scholar, I'm simply telling you what might happen because of your actions. Whether to trust us or kill us on the spot, the choice is up to you. I'm sure you already have an answer in your mind.
I lack beats.
Well, indeed. A nasty tone unique to Emeon. Lay down your weapons.
How are you?
Listen well. I sent my people to collect many ancient documents and summon many scholars while I was in Memphis. But the destruction of Eketaton was so complete that very little information survived. Despite my efforts, I only figured out one piece of information from the ancient records. The language of the gods is a palindrome.
Doing alright. That's good to hear. Black beats.
The language of the gods is a palindrome?
So it's a
What
rhythm.
does that mean?
Legend has it that Akhenaten deciphered the language of the gods and thus learned how to harness the sun. The language consists of a huge number of palindromic words. While they are written exactly the same forwards and backwards, they cause the god of the sun to perform very different behaviors. That's all I know. I didn't have access to the vocabulary. As soon as I returned to Obed, I shared this discovery with your companions, the Emeons of this era. But unfortunately, it didn't help them with the task I assigned them. Now it's your turn. Tell me, have you figured out the secret to immortality?
Yeah, I'm going through chapter 2 right now. Not far to get into it. Do I have any good characters? I have Viola and that one character that burns his HP.
Alright. Huh? What are you talking about? The secret to immortality? It does not exist! What are you waiting for, Director? We've got the information. Now it's time to make a run for it.
How dare you?
Who did you get? I could take a little pause from the story for a minute. I got her today from the standard banner, but I got her first, and I picked him after. But I think I have every 4-star in the... Oh, yeah, I have every 4-star thus far. You got them all? Nice. How many tickets did it take? I mean, not tickets, sorry. Keys in this game, right? How many keys? You just like watching the gameplay?
How dare you deceive me? Your Majesty, please calm down. Your Majesty.
You didn't know? It's okay. You got most of them and the weapons early? Ooh, you're lucky.
I am Darius, the great king of Obed, the king of all kings. I shall bestow grace upon the faithful and punish the disloyal.
I like the voice actor for this character because he's very convincing.
Heed my command, my immortal army. Hunt down those Emions from this place to the end of the world.
Oh, the voiceover.
From this moment until the end of their lives or yours.
You only went to Hard Pity once? Dang.
We have ventured too far, Your Majesty.
Ah, alright.
If we continue, we may not be able to return. The paths ahead. Not even the Emions have explored them.
Emions, Emions. Always those babbling Emions. Why would I, the king of all kings, need someone else to pioneer my new territories?
Mm-hmm. True, true.
Wherever I go, it is my domain. And whatever I say, my words shall shine like the sun. From this day on, cease all support of those Emions. We don't need those false mouthpieces of the gods.
You don't think you've pulled up to 500 yet? But you've got every character and most of the weapons? Dang.
But, Your Majesty, what about Pythagoras?
I won't repeat myself.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, now we know what happened to him when he disappeared. Did they just leave him there or did they just cut him down?
You are... Wait, please, spare us. I beg you.
And that's why there's no records of this time. Most of the Emions of this time got killed off if they were found, right?
Take away their supplies. Stay strong and destroy the old and the weak. What is happening? Why do you defy my orders? Have you forgotten what happened when we crossed the Memphis Desert? If we hadn't plundered the caravan, it wouldn't have been us celebrating under the magnificent waterfalls of the Memphis River. Carry on. We have a long path ahead, and we must not stumble here.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yeah, Faye Azai. Zero's weapon. Nice. Is their weapons 3-star or 4-star? Excuse me.
Let's station ourselves here to... Looks like we're running low on food.
Oh, 4-star characters have 5-star weapons? Interesting.
Soldiers, kill my horse.
You took horses into the library?
What's the meaning of this? Why the hesitation? Have you forgotten what happened when we attacked Delphi the first time? And that time I slaughtered my horse so that we could cross frigid Mount Medicus? This is no different. Come. I shall share the horse's flesh with all of you once more. My warriors. My warriors? Halt here. We need a break once in a while. I grant you a brief reprieve. These books on the shelves are unlike any I've seen before. No matter. One day I will conquer their lands. Remember what I said, Fahad. I shall share my glory and dreams with you.
Did you already forget you chopped down Farhad a long time ago?
Armor me, Fahad, my most loyal friend. Let's embark on our odyssey.
You didn't say that when you chopped them.
Our expedition must not stop here.
Well, his memory is...
Fahad? If you choose not to accompany me on this quest, it's all right. I permit you to turn back and return home. It is a king's duty to forge ahead. As my subject, your duty is to spread news of my accomplishments throughout the world. Go back, Fahad, whether in life or...
Okay, just cut off on its own.
Fahad.
It... Oh my gosh, I know who it is! He literally did hunt through them through all times.
One day we'll leave our footprints across the entire expanse of the sky.
I mean, you found your immortality. Oh.
probability fears time.
Oh, that's messed up. Thank you for the follow, Lockbeats. So every single character has a 5-star weapon. Oh. So theoretically, you could just go on in this game with only 4-star characters, right? With their 5-star weapons, presumably.
This is Sarvis's era.
Something seems to be on your mind. That I've really got something to say look on your face is pretty rare.
So basically, the reason why Darius chased through time is all Erashan's fault.
I think I figured out why we've been entangled with Darius. Now I'm certain that the giant we encountered when we first entered the library and the one we saw during our second meeting with Sarvis are one and the same, Sia. It is Darius. This library is alive and has its own wisdom.
But that's no fun? I guess depends.
That's what Elish, the first director of the library, once said.
I mean, I find playing Ninsar pretty fun. Her and her statue just playing pickleball with the mob.
Visitors should stay quiet, humble, and cautious within the library. It is not recommended to speak, write, or daydream, for words and ideas carry power. The library is an anomaly, after all. It may give incredible responses to obsessive thoughts.
Don't you dare run away! How dare you deceive me!
Oops. I still have a little time. Hopefully I can finish the story.
We deceived a man of extraordinary strength, of willpower. Obsessive ideas may stir up billowing waves in this ocean of thoughts.
So, you're saying that the library distorted Darius, turning him into the giant that has been chasing us around?
Erashan, don't talk like it has nothing to do with you.
If that's the case, it explains why he hated our guts so much.
Specifically yours.
After all, we shattered his world with that devastating lie.
I had nothing to do with it.
Hold on a sec. So, we lied to Darius, and after he got distorted by the library, he stayed here for all those thousands of years, just to get revenge against us? According to our time machine, you met the giant before you met me. Thanks to him, our time machine met the future me, and heard the prophecy. And that's how we started this totally messed up journey, right?
No idea.
How ironic.
We went to Darius because we had already met him. Cause and effect become one in the Library of Babel. It's a loop.
Why are you giving me that look?
No, it's nothing. Just don't leave my sight without my permission, Ari.
What are you talking about? That's a weird thing to say. Quit using that tone with me. Shut up! Hey, what's with that look on your face? Stop it. It's making me sick. I'm not going to follow this so-called prophecy. but with the current situation, we have to continue this loop. Remember, the fate of 2 eras rests on our shoulders. Next, if our time machine gets things right, we should be at a point between our 2 encounters with Sarvis. We must inform him about the divine words at this point. Since someone in this era activated a 10, the divine words must exist in this era. If he can find the person who activated a 10, he'll naturally get the command to stop it. If everything goes smoothly, we'll put a stop to a 10. No. The Star of Ephrathah, before it burns everything in this era to ashes. Don't you dare spout any more nonsense like that!
Says the person who deceived somebody into traveling through time as a monster to beat the hell out of us.
Someone's coming. Those are Japhet soldiers.
Looks like they're in a tough spot too.
Do we have to help them? Can I just watch from right here? They don't have a HP bar anyway.
Lisa. 愚不可及。这。
What? There's more!
I never expected someone to come to my rescue. Thank you so much. Wait, you're the Emians who escaped from Lord Sarvis before.
So what if we are? Are you planning to capture us and hand us over to your general?
No, we Japhethians are anything but ungrateful. Anyway, it's good to see you. We've been searching for you. That's not the case, Emian. Lord Sarvis has encountered an extraordinary problem, and he says only Emians can solve it.
Wait, did they turn on a 10 already?
As I thought. Then what are we waiting for? Lead the way.
I'm sorry, but when we enter this infinite library again, we got separated from our general. I have no clue where he could be now.
Oh, great.
The path ahead takes us back to where we came from. Let's head in that direction.
Aren't you coming with us?
As you can see, my squad has been decimated.
What do you mean? Wasn't there like 3 or 4 of them?
With all the dangers lurking here, we shouldn't burden you with protecting us. Please, hurry to the general as soon as possible.
Let's go.
Pop-ups? You know, if I were streaming the display instead of the game, then you would see that every so often the keyboard, virtual keyboard would pop up, and so every time that pops up, Google's like, it also does a pop-up. The heck's shooting at me? Which one did it? Which one did it? Oops.
梅尔，保护好大家。
But it was never there before this stream? I don't know. You know it froze and died earlier, right? And then there was the whole noise noise bug that nearly destroyed my eardrums earlier too. So
This antique isn't working either.
huh. Great.
We're entering the unknown sector.
Finding someone in the unknown sector. This is simply a living nightmare. Let's hope that general didn't go too deep.
The unknown sector has changed, so the rules we know might not apply anymore.
Hmm? Watch tutorial. Freeze it and then what? Well, I did freeze it, I thought. I don't get it. Eh? What was freeze and interact? I'm pressing F, but it's not going off. We're supposed to look at the... Oh. It's separated in 3 sections. So... Probably this one, maybe?
That is the wrong way.
No shit, Sherlock. Freeze and interact. I tried though. I pressed V, as you saw on the screen, and then I pressed F and nothing happened. And it unfroze. So... Rixie? What was there to read?
Hell is truly unpredictable. We need to figure out new rules before finding a way out.
Tell me, can you read that right there? Rotating counterclockwise is the right way? Wait. Dude, like, I can't even see that. Okay, that one's going clockwise. There, what do I do? That one's going counterclockwise. I can't. Well, obviously that one's wrong, so it's been eliminated. Whatever. Pinch my monitor! I don't have it! No can do! It's not a touch monitor.
Up ahead is Sarvis.
Let's wait until he's worn out, and then we'll have the perfect chance to strike.
Wow, really?
Hey, why are you giving me that look? All right, fine. We'll rescue him.
I didn't have to wait for you to say that.
Thank you for your help, Emeance.
You don't sound very appreciative. You don't have to apologize. Nah, that's alright. We could watch you take on these things alone.
I'm afraid we don't have time for that now.
愚不可及。梅亚，保护好大家。
allow me to get straight to the point. Do you happen to know how to deactivate the God of the Sun?
The method? Yes. The exact words? No.
Did someone activate that sphere?
Fudgesicles.
I'm afraid so. According to our plan, we delivered it to the Philistine Sea to get it loaded on a ship and then transfer it to Javriel. However, it was only afterward that we learned that quite a few servants in Herod's kingdom had been exiled from Memphis, and some of them had even served as priests in Memphis. They knew a number of secrets that had been passed down from generation to generation by word of mouth. Not even Lord Thurinus or Emperor Darius had learned about them when they conquered Memphis. Those Memphians stirred up Herod's greed, making him believe that he could awaken the god of the sun like the ancient pharaoh Akhenaten did, and thus be elevated to the status of a god.
How ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Truth is, the Memphian slaves hate him for his brutality and wanted to use this chance to take revenge. They didn't think about the catastrophic consequences it would bring. Unfortunately, Herod killed all those slaves once he obtained the divine words, so nobody else could ascend to the divine throne like him. By the time we arrived, the copper sphere was already levitating and burning over Herod's capital city, Ephrathah. We apprehended Herod before the city was razed to the ground. However, he only knows how to activate the sphere, and he didn't ask for the command to deactivate it. Now, with the death of the last Memphian priests, the secrets are lost forever. If that copper sphere continues to burn, one day the Philistine Sea will dry up, and even Javriel, the eternal city, will end up in flames. Fortunately, I had met you in the library. I remembered you had mentioned that the copper sphere could be deactivated. So, we rushed back here to seek your help. Such is the situation. If you know how to stop this world from ending up in flames, I'm willing to offer whatever I can in return.
Hey, hold on! You've told him already?
And what's wrong with doing
The
so?
language of the gods is a palindrome. I understand. That'll do. Write the palindrome words in both directions, and the quill will go back to where it started. In other words, the command to activate the sphere is also the command to deactivate it. We just need to repeat the same word Herod used, and it will revert to its previous state. I can't believe this answer is so straightforward. I must return to Ephrathah immediately. But the thing is, we've lost a significant number of soldiers since entering the Library of Babel.
And your point is?
I'm sorry, Hemayon, but I need your assistance once again. Could you escort...
Alright, alright. Wait, where are you? Are we gonna have this whole thing where you can't get hit by a single pin or something? No, right? Of course. Ah, fudgesicles.
看来你们遇上了一点小麻烦。
朝朝齐有，无所遁形。
What pop up?
Our strength isn't enough to break through this gate.
This gate is heavy. Please stand back.
That. Something about Chongyun. I didn't see it.
I couldn't hear you because of the noise. What did you say?
I didn't hear what she said either.
It's nothing.
It's probably some sarcastic. All right.
愚不可及。愚不可及。梅尔，保护好大家。走开。离散。愚不可及。
Oh, fudge. The sound just died. Wait, where'd he go? I lost the target! Where is he? Dude, I think he ran off without me. Yep. Your ears, I'm sorry. My ears are dead too. Kind of, I think. Nope. Nope. Yeah, the sound is gone. No, where's the sound option? I might need to restart. You can't hear anymore. Does that mean you can't hear what I'm saying right now, Rixie? Okay. Fine. Protect him while he destroys something. Okay, fine.
Mom!
Oh, shoot. Dude, how long are you gonna take? The door has been breached. And don't waste any more time. Okay, fine. It said quest complete. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. Okay. This is so awkward. Actually, playing this game so silent. I was reading it to begin with anyway. I mean, I would rather hear them talk, but no choice at the moment. I think after this right here, I have to stop this. Cutie one is on the bus right now. It's a bit late. Narrated. You want me to narrate it? I can't even remember how they. How extraordinary it is to craft this. Wait, that tone is wrong. I don't remember his tone. Right, exactly. You're joking. You don't really want me to narrate everything, do you? Okay. I don't think that was the end of chapter 2, was it? Right? No. Is it getting close though? Well, regardless, I need to figure out what happened to the sound. Do I have to restart it? Yeah. How close is close? One more chapter? 2 more chapters? Which is it? I'm restarting the game though because obviously I don't like playing that silently. Fix it when it should fix when it restarts. Okay. Oh, my ears hurts though. About 1 or 2 stages. Okay. Okay, then I should have roughly enough time if it's not too long drawn out. Are you sure it's fixed? Oh, okay, now it's... That was awkward. Time for Cutie One to be independent. You know I could text her right now and tell her that Rixie would rather she walk home alone. And to be honest, like from here to the bus stop is about a 10-minute walk, so technically it's not that far. Yeah, I think I should rat you out. I'm gonna tell her.
Now this farce can finally come to an end.
Am I seriously thinking about
Once we
it?
return to the time sector where we met Sarvis
It's not
for the second
raining.
time, we'll learn the divine words to stop a 10. What are you waiting for, Time Machine? Activate your magical time travel ability, all right? There's no point in thinking about that now.
Wait. Yeah, that's right. Because if Erishan was here and she received the activation words, right? And if the activation words is the same as deactivating, why didn't she deactivate it right then and there?
This world has seen its fair share of ancient mysteries that have been passed down to the present, only to be used by people with ill intentions. Even if someone is trying to activate a 10, we now know how to deactivate it. That's all that matters.
Okay, fine, ignore me. Whatever then.
Besides us, the only ones who know the secrets of anomalies and might intend to use them our nemesis, Ere. You said you ran into them during your retrieval of Arten, right?
Exactly. That's why I was wary of Seer.
All deeds have consequences. All debts must be paid.
That's their motto. How can I give you a brief explanation?
They have nothing better to do, so they do this.
To put it simply, oh, here's the perfect example. Do you think something like a 10 should be known to the world? These artifacts possess the power of easily obliterating an entire civilization. You've witnessed the destruction of Akedaton and the war between Japheth and Obed. It merely revealed a fraction of its existence, and that was enough to change the course of the world. Countless people were frantically seeking it, whether it was for immortality, overthrowing another dynasty, or simply catching a glimpse of its eternal glory. Even in this era, where human intelligence supposedly reigns supreme, we no longer worship the god of the sun. Do you think a nuclear fusion reactor should be revealed to the people of this era? Will it bring about an energy revolution? Or just another war? Humans of every era believe their intelligence to be superior. Yet they fall prey to the same mistakes time and time again. The power of the unknown is a sweet poison. Now you're well aware of that, right? That's why we've decided to hide its existence from the world.
To safeguard them from any intrusion or exploitation. Let it fade away, until its very existence falls into oblivion. That's the philosophy of us Emaon, and the philosophy of CAVE. Emaon is merely the secret society watching over Obed. There are, for example, Florentine and Japheth, Waisha in Xi'an, and Delphic Oracle in Delphi. Well, we don't have time to delve into all this now. Once we leave here, you'll be
Speaking of that, we need to mention another. Not everyone shares the same attitude on such matter. There's another group. Well, they're not all. While some people want to stow away unknown power, others, they see it as something that can propel human civilization forward by hundreds of years, if thoroughly studied. And they see no reason to set it aside instead of utilizing it. As for how such actions may affect a society, they don't care at all. You're really picking up information faster now.
With the Library of Babel open, we Emaon have no means of stopping outsiders from invading the tower. However, if they were really to do that, they would just end up lost in an infinite ocean of information. If only the future version of you had provided us with more information.
Oh, what? Blaming me again?
No, I have no intention of blaming you. You're smarter and more cautious than anyone else. It wasn't your style to deliver such an ambiguous message.
You're giving me too much credit. Indeed, the journey with you is full of surprises at every turn. Well, this trip is definitely not boring. Quit lazing around. Let's get moving.
And here I thought I'd get an actual cutscene.
Don't you ever wonder how two groups of the same people can show up at the same time?
I've witnessed too many miracles here, and I realize what's happening here is beyond my comprehension. Nonetheless, it's a pleasure to see you again. I'm certain you're the Emeons who once helped us. As promised, I've brought you a copy of the Divine Word. Please allow me to express my gratitude once again for your generosity back then. I understand that you Emeons have your own principles of conduct and you don't want your deeds to be publicized. But I promise you, even if the people of Japheth don't know what they've been saved from, I'll never forget your heroic deed. I'll never forget your noble character and selflessness. If you ever find yourself in trouble in the future, I'll assist you in any way I can.
Only by being a summonable character, but sure, okay, whatever.
I, Sarvis, swear by my domain, Bellafontaine, the City of Blossoms.
What,
my
Brixby?
family, and my descendants, we will always remember this oath. From now to eternity.
He's a pretty honorable man.
You can throw away honorable part. Alright, hurry up.
Bellafontaine.
This end?
So, he is the first leader of Florentine. Sarvis Florentine.
I see. Our initial connection with Florentine was actually because of you. Sometimes I wonder where you've been all these years.
Everywhere.
You don't even know about the Florentine Bank, which
Now's not the perfect time. Harry.
Alright, keep going.
What's the rush? Zero. You know what? I'm
You lost it
grateful
already.
that you're the one who's been with me on this journey. And you too. The Candid Seer.
She's the one who activated it!
Sometimes to the
Gosh
point
darn
of
it!
being foolish. I'm glad I have you as my partners. That's why my plan went so smoothly.
And then you wonder why I don't like her. Oh. Oh, fudgesicles! Okay, I'll just call Cutie One and tell her to walk home. This is literally the last fight. Trial? Great. It isn't that far, trust me. Why? Like, I don't want to end the stream with when I'm this close to the end, you know what I mean?
There were moments when I thought you might figure it out, but no. You just stayed at the edge of truth and refused to step forward.
I don't want to hear your words anymore.
Why? Let me guess.
No.
How, Eric?
Whatever.
Oh, zero.
Who cares?
See? You really
All right, whatever.
I am his granddaughter.
And that's why.
That
Okay, got it.
day, He brought you.
Okay, got it.
Stop
Right?
pretending
Exactly.
to be a sad clown. Admit who you are. What do you really want?
Stop pretending to be a sad clown. Right? Right?
So that's not the answer you expected. I thought the motive of an underdog.
Your taste is really going downhill.
I see. That explanation wasn't enough for you.
She's part of Nemesis.
I'm simply tired of it all. MAI, I've wanted to destroy everything here for a long time. That's why.
I knew it.
Yeah,
Cliche.
you heard it right.
Okay, go on.
Oh, perfect timing. I'm sorry, but I'm not the type of arch-villain who dies from talking too much.
Okay, whatever. Go on. Whatever. Bye. See you.
0. Next time, when you feel so...
Why is it always something striking our forehead? First it was a bird, now it's a rock. Don't reach out to that crazy woman.
Goodbye. No. Farewell. Forever.
How in the world did we see her in the future if she dies right here? That makes no sense. Gosh darn it, you know I set it up over here and you want to go over there. Is Pim Pim home yet?
振翅膀，陨落。
She's home. I expected her to come running in here in a minute.
Let's go.
Don't you dare run away. Face me.
Rixie, don't lie.
Emeons from the future. If you truly are from 2,500 years from now, tell me. Tell me.
Are you immortal? As you can see, yes, you are. Not in a good way.
Tell me, Emeon, is everything you just said true? I believe you're aware that I've showered you with the utmost respect from an emperor. I believe you're also aware that the nonsense you just said is enough for me to order your tongue removed. I've conquered the South, reaching the edge of the world. A great achievement that should be engraved in your libraries. Yet you told me I'm far from seeing the entirety of the world.
Indeed, Your Majesty. You will certainly go down in history as a great emperor, Your Majesty. But with all due respect, this world has no edges, and you are far from owning it. You may perceive the world as a series of clay slabs, stretching from one end to the other. However, the world is a sphere, where the beginning meets the end. When one reaches the supposed edge of the world, they find themselves back where they started.
What an absurd statement. It's been quite some time since someone dared to be so audacious in my court. Nevertheless, I shall allow you to continue your discourse purely for the sake of entertainment. However, if your words bore me, it'll be more than just your tongue that I remove. You claim that the world is a sphere. Very well. Prove it to me.
Yes, Your Majesty. As an emperor who has conquered numerous lands, you must be aware that the North Star appears higher in the sky the further north one travels, and conversely, it appears lower in the southern regions. When observing a ship approaching from the horizon, one perceives the world is indeed a sphere, and the curvature of the land and the sea occurs beyond the range of our vision. It is due to the vastness of the world that, while standing up to humans, Obed may appear immense, but to the entire world, Obed is merely a small portion of the spherical whole. Just as ants may consider mounds as mountains and ponds as oceans, when they climb a tree, they perceive it as occupying a vast territory. I intend no disrespect, but when your army arrived at the Great Desert and believed they had conquered the entire southern realm, they were akin to those ants.
Why a sphere?
Because a sphere is the most perfect shape in existence. Natural forces strive to minimize the size of objects in all dimensions. A sphere possesses the smallest surface area for a given enclosed volume.
It's all Rixie's fault.
It
He told me to continue
perfection.
and to sit here and finish it all.
I don't quite understand the ramblings of your crazy mind, but I can grasp that you consider the sphere to be the most favored shape.
I didn't even get on stream.
Indeed.
What you talking about, Rixie?
If your claims hold true, then regardless of how far I traverse, I shall never surpass its boundaries and merely return to my starting point.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Anyways, I got.
Okay, dear.
It is true, Your Majesty, that the concept of an end does not truly exist upon this sphere where you currently stand. I implore you to direct your attention there.
The sky.
Precisely, Your Majesty, the sky. Just as the earth beneath our feet is a sphere, so too are the moon and the sun, spheres of varying sizes.
If the stars in the sky are indeed, as you claim, spheres, and the ground beneath our feet is but an inconsequential fragment from one of these spheres, doesn't that mean that all the land I've conquered so far is but a speck of dust in a vast sea of sand?
It may be just a speck of dust, but it's a precious speck of dust, and our homeland. However, it's undeniable that it is, after all,
She
just
already
a
left
speck
the
of
room.
dust. Perhaps only by traversing this desert, which contains countless specks of dust, will you truly reach the end of the world. Are you frustrated by this revelation, Your Majesty?
It's a capital offense to try to speculate on the mind of an emperor.
Please, forgive my audacity. All I meant to express is that
Solace, you say?
Yes, I felt a sense of solace knowing that our thoughts, struggles, and everything we hold dear are every day in this land. People kill or are killed, pillaged or are pillaged, for land,
I don't know
food,
why he doesn't
faith,
sound
and
right.
dogma. Yet, when I gaze upon the starry sky, all of their deeds fade away. It reminds us that our thoughts and actions can be influenced by our self-centered perspectives. It highlights the limitations of our vision and the shallowness of our ideas.
Oh, I know why. It's because the way he speaks compared to Darius, it sounds like people of two different eras talking to get to each other. I'm not sure if they meant it to do it that way, but it sounds weird like that. It's like a modern day person talking to somebody from like 2,000-3,000 years ago, because their mannerisms and way of speaking sounds disconnected.
The world does not revolve around us. Consider how an adult perceives a toddler's cries. However, with this revelation, you would understand that the difficulties and confusion you currently face are, in the grand scheme, similar to a toddler's cry. Look at the curtain of stars above you. It will make us reevaluate the value of all people to one another, and the value of people to the world.
And that doesn't make any sense because as he said earlier in the story, like they recruit people of every era into the tower as Aman, right? So technically speaking, unless Pythagoras actually travels through time from like say the future to the past to be like the director of this day and age, I highly doubt that he's supposed to sound like this.
Well, that was quite a speech. You've asked if I'm frustrated, but it seems you're the one who is frustrated.
Indeed, Your Majesty. No matter how much I stretch,
Come to think of it, it's a good reason you'd give.
Pythagoras is actually the head of Nemesis. I know it. That's probably how it is, right? Because he did kind of look at Arashan briefly before she started deceiving Darius.
Such is your greatest insolence. You, a mere mortal, dare to speculate on the thoughts of the king of all kings. Do you think my silence was because of frustration? Ridiculous. How ridiculous. Do you understand what it means to tell the king of all kings that there are countless other worlds like ours? It means there are endless lands waiting to be conquered. Interesting. How interesting. If the barren desert in the south is the so-called end of the world, that would be truly disappointing. This world is so subtle and so vast, but as a scholar, all you do is revere it. This is where I'd say your mind is narrow. I'll conquer them. It's the highest form of homage I, as an emperor, can offer.
I am delighted that you are the ruler of this land, Your Majesty.
Emeon, I will be the one to conquer the distant stars. Tell me, Emeons from the future, tell me, did I conquer the distant stars?
No.
You truly are my favorite servant. Arise. One day we'll leave our foot.
That was a mistranslation. Is he difficult on the EX? No? I have a problem. No, that's not the reason. My controller's being unresponsive again. Which means I can't dodge. Okay. Yep. Press shift tab to exit. That's not the issue here. That's the pop-up you're talking about? That's something that happens when I press certain buttons on here and it doesn't like it. Yeah, that's the thing with Google Play itself. It's telling me to go customize it, but I already customized it to the game. Okay, there's a problem. I suddenly cannot move the character. Okay, controller's being unresponsive. Like, I can't move her for some reason. Okay. It could be a bug too. Yeah. Like as soon as the battle started, for some reason the character wouldn't respond when I'm trying to move left, right, up or down or whatever. The attack skills still work, but you have issues doing that during character tutorial? Oh my gosh. How many times have I restarted this game so far? Maybe twice? At least it wasn't like Cookie Run Kingdom that time when I first started playing the game. Like I restarted that game like 10 times before the end of the first stream for it.
你终于肯回来了。
Let me get back to my EX battle. Whatever. I don't care right now. Gosh darn it. May's like, get online, let's play Final Fantasy. I'm like, why? She's like, cause I'm home, I'm off today. I'm like, wait, what? Didn't you tell me earlier? Okay, now she can move. Give me 5 minutes, child. 5 minutes. Maybe I could do this all in 5 minutes.
You do that.
God, what?
Did you see my message?
I didn't see your message, but please give me time, okay? Stop it.
Ixie, what's your favorite anime? Tell me yours first. Tell me yours first.
愚不可及。梅尔，保护好大家。
Tell me your favorite anime.
You know you're distracting, right? Yes, you are. Actually.
Ow.
朝朝齐有，无所遁形。惊鸿照影，愚不可及。梅尔，
I don't think I could pass this.
Approximately diary. Mine's about this. Mine is about a approximately who was kidnapped and brought to the
Just tell him the name of it. You don't have to get into details.
Oh, I did tell him the name about it, but I want to get into details since he finds this detail.
I'm deducting time. I'm deducting time.
朝朝齐有，无所遁形，愚不可及。
I already said. Oh, never mind. You're not even listening anyway. No communication between us. She was literally talking in my ear. She could have easily went to her desk to chat with you, Rixie. You can't spell. What the hell? Don't burn the house down, please. Playing him, wouldn't I always be low on HP though, Rixie? Wow. I probably have to come back and redo that. It's just talking in my ear and I'm like... Can't focus. Thanks, Majogo. That's telling me... Okay, that's the end of that.